This is Shotzi Blackheart, and welcome to Gimme a Whole Yeah! I hope everyone checking this out in Yorkshire and beyond is having a great day. Ow, ow, ow!
Hello everyone, it's Sunday, so I decided to do a whole yeah hangout. We've got a couple of things we're doing. We're not going to be doing a super long one tonight, although it depends how much we get talking about other things going on. So, we have had Markin as always. He's been talking about the 2K25 game. It's about 5 out of 10 for my rise. Done a reading of every 2K story. Don't feel like my faction has been updated apart from cards. Universe is meh. Also, same with GM mode. Bloodline matches, the game's only saving grace. Isn't a Bloodline match near enough just a pretty much standard no DQ match, false count anywhere match, whatever you want to call it these days. Street fight. Also officially state champions. Very slim chance we are losing now, isn't it, Mark? Which I am excited about. I've even got a little lamp just in front of me that is basically ready to get turned on when we are declared champions again. We've got Jack in. How do you do, Jack? I've just realised I should probably move the microphone a little bit closer towards me. Here we go. That's better. Yes, but we get 3 helpers. Okay, then. I didn't know. I've not played any of the games for years. Big up, Daz. How you doing, dude? Thanks for joining. I am excited because I start a week off. I finished work earlier on today, and I'm now off for a week. Yes. We would have to lose 5 games. We're not losing 5 times. I know, dude. Mark and Dan, well done on behalf of Liverpool. Yes. We are smashing it at the minute. Sam, what we're going to do with you? Not there. Last day of holiday, back to business as of usual from tomorrow. Okie dokie. Is anyone doing the AW pay-per-view after me? I don't think so, dude. As far as I am aware. Let's have a look. Is it Revolution tonight? Yeah, it's Revolution. I didn't even realise it was actually tonight. What have we got match-wise? We've got a trios match, Orange Cassidy, Mike Briscoe, Big Boom AJ versus Johnny TV and MXM. Hate Syndicate versus the Outrunners. Kazuchika Okada versus Brody King. Mercedes Moné versus Momo Watanabe. Will Ospreay versus Carl Fletcher. Swerve Strickland versus Ricochet. Timeless Tony Storm versus Mariah May. Takeshita versus Omega. That should be a banger. MJF versus Hangman Page. And then John Moxley versus Cope. I mean, that's not a bad card. If I'd have known that was actually on, I might have forgone this and covered Revolution instead. But I completely forgot. Don't think I can do it. No, I don't think so. We wouldn't be doing this stream. Probably not, no. Just seen a message, been on the go. Useless. Absolutely useless. That you as always, Sam. I'm only joking. So, for tonight, we are going to be talking about the men's sort of cards for WrestleMania. I think we are going to basically predict the card. That's the kind of theme I'm going for this one. Depending on how it goes, I may do a women's one for next week. So it is only me here. I did send a message out, as Sam has alluded to, saying that there is other people coming. So if you did want Ant here, or Dom, or even Andy, you better get onto them to tell them to hurry up and get their ass in. But yeah, we've got the men's matches, and we've got a quiz, and I may have a couple of other things in between. I don't know yet. Depends how I feel. So, for the actual show itself, I don't know what night they're going to be going on, but these are the matches that I think we are maybe going to see at WrestleMania. There may be matches you'll completely disagree with. There may be something that you'll completely agree with. But let me know in the comments. I want to know what you guys think is going to be showcased at WrestleMania. I did start off with the matches I think we've got confirmed, if I remember rightly, and then matches where it is my predictions going forward. So, starting off, we have this confirmed. We 100% we know this is going to happen. With this match, I think for Jey Uso, it is make or break. He has to win this one. And going up against Gunther, Gunther's been a stalwart as a title holder pretty much since becoming a main roster superstar. He held the IC title for a record-breaking number of days, 666, I think it was, and he lost it last year at WrestleMania. Since then, he's gone on to bigger and better things, holding the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. SummerSlam that he took it. And since then, he's been, again, absolute controlling that belt, controlling everything that's been going on regarding that title. And it's someone that Jey Uso's had a few problems with. Challenging him for that match, challenging for that belt, going up against him a few times, and just coming up short. If it goes the way I think, especially with the Yeet movement, Jey Uso is 100% winning this. What do you guys think for that so far? Oh man, Cena is happening. I mean, we know it is. Mark is saying, not going to lie, this should be the opening match. I think it'd be a great way to start WrestleMania. Get the crowd massively hyped up. Yes, I presume the full crowd will be yeeting. And with that, it's a great way to get the crowd excited for the rest of the show. If you do have Jey Uso winning, if you have Gunther win, I think that might deflate the crowd very early in the show. Sam's saying he'd put it at the end of the last day, end of the first day. So okay. With that, are you not devaluing the Royal Rumble winners? This is my thing. Is you'll have the Royal Rumble for a main event spot at WrestleMania. Night 1 and night 2, you'll have 2 last matches. So I think the Royal Rumble winners should be both of them matches. That is a prestige of winning the Royal Rumble. If Gunther loses, he should be off TV for a while, maybe even return at SummerSlam. I think that's a great shout, Mark. I think that's a very, very good shout. Speaking of Mania, tentative travel plans for New Orleans are underway. Lucky you, dude. Again, it's somewhere I've never really fancied. I bet it is a beautiful place. I bet it is really exciting while you're there, but it's just never shouted out to me. So you'd put it at the end of the first day. So Jey Uso wins WrestleMania, wins Royal Rumble and goes on to headline night 1 of WrestleMania. So do the Seth versus Brock shtick where Gunther attacks the crap out of him before the match, Jey beats him quick. That's not a bad shout. I don't even think you need to do that because Gunther is already going to have the heel persona ready for this match. I would probably have a good solid 15-minute match and Jey Uso gets that win absolutely last minute. Maybe even have Jimmy Uso somewhere involved. doesn't have to be involved in the finish, but maybe there to stop someone like Ludwig Kaiser getting involved. I think that would be a great way. Or if Ludwig Kaiser does get involved, use Jimmy Uso to take him out of the equation. Yeah, I know it was massively on your bucket list. But again, just doesn't shout out at me. Wasn't bothered about Philly or Vegas. No, Philadelphia is again somewhere I'd go just to say I've been, but it wouldn't be a priority for me. Neither is Vegas. You have a legit reason for this match ending quickly. Yeah, but I do think that both men can put on a really good match. The thing is, as well, you need Jay to win this on his own with no help. That's why I would probably have Jimmy Uso there as a counteract to the sort of Ludwig Kaiser situation. If he's not doing anything at WrestleMania, have him involved, but have Jimmy Uso take him out. So Daz is saying do Cody versus Cena versus Rock Night 2. And then he's also put Seth versus Punk versus Roman. Jimmy's still helping. He is if he gets involved and causes something, but if you have Ludwig Kaiser come out to the ring and before he even gets involved, have Jimmy take him out, that's the only way that I think you could have both of them in there. It would still keep it a clean match, but even having that point of both of them being there could be a way to sort of get an extra couple of people on the card, but not be involved in the actual outcome of the match. Jimmy doesn't need to be there. Same for Ludwig, having Bard from ringside. If you wanted to, you could always do that. But I think that with the way that Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser are, I think they are more likely to have him there. I know you could get into a point where you could have him Bard from ringside, but I don't think I'd go that route if I was Triple H. So we know this match is happening. I didn't want to try and dwell on it too much, but we always have good discussions. So the next match we already know is happening. I struggled really hard to find a photo of a kind of heel John Cena that I could use, and that was probably the best one I could get. With this one, Cody Rhodes defending his title against John Cena, who won the Elimination Chamber. I think it will be a standard one-on-one match, and I know this is probably going to main event night 2. It's a shame because I would prefer to see the women main event night 1. But again, I don't think you've got the ability to put Jey Uso as the headline on night 2. We got Michael. How are you doing, dude? You had a good weekend so far? Hope it's been alright for you. So, yeah, Cody Rhodes and John Cena, I think, again, that is going to be a blockbuster. It's going to be the one that every single person is going to be interested in, I think. That's where I think this match is going to shine. And with this one, what do you think about the winner? Do you think it's going to be Cody, or do you think it is going to be John Cena getting his 17th title? So if Hunter wasn't burying the women's titles, then there would be, but he's buried the crap out of them. Yeah, that's why if you put it as the main event of night 1, it is giving a little bit of a backing for them in a way. Went to your cousin's restaurant for your aunt's surprise party. Fun, food was delicious. Nice. Hope she had a good birthday, or they had a good birthday. For your aunts, yes, I hope she had a good birthday. Michael's going for Cena on this one. I think it's one of them where it's such a close match in terms of we presume John Cena's going to get the world title at some point this year. Is he going to do it on the grandest stage and win the title as the heel? Is he going to win it at SummerSlam, do we think? I don't know. So Mark is saying on the flip side, it's saying even though we booked them terrible, the men's storylines are not good enough to main event. I think it is. It should be all merit, obviously. But you have this point of Royal Rumble winners main event WrestleMania. If they are not the last match on the card, is it really the main event? You wouldn't have someone headline Download Festival and come on halfway through the actual evening, would you? And that's the way that I always look at it. It is one where it is each to their own on what they think. For me, the merit of winning WrestleMania, winning the Royal Rumble should be enough to book your main event spot. If they do that, then get rid of the chamber winners winning the title shot. I don't think you need to. If you've got the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Universal Championship, you don't have to have both of them titles at the end of each night. It could just be the Elimination Chamber gets a title shot. It doesn't have to be the main event. It can be anywhere else in the card. If you look at, is it 34 Kofi Mania? The very first match of the night was Seth versus Brock. Halfway through the night, you had Kofi with Daniel Bryan, and then the main event was actually the women's title. And that's the one where Becky became Becky Two Belts. So with that one, you had different matches all the way down. Becky obviously won the Royal Rumble, so she went on to main event WrestleMania because that was a big story. And I do think Brock was a little bit of a control. If I'm not main eventing, I'm going on first. So again, it's one of them where I think Triple H, if you gave him the control, I reckon he would do a very good job on that. Daz is thinking Cody wins this one. I don't think either one is a bad shout. For me, I do think Cody holds on to it a little bit longer. Maybe loses it further down the line. Maybe to CM Punk. That's the way I think it could end up. And then Punk drops the title to John Cena. It's a bit off topic, but you're all ready for Revolution. I didn't even realise it was on, dude, until I came on the chat and they told me. Chad Gable will be doing parody gimmicks. How are you doing, Popeye? Are you having a good weekend? They didn't trust Kofi. I think I think that you are probably right on that one. Or Vince didn't trust Kofi, which, if you'll see the crowd reaction to when he wins, I think that was a big reaction, but I do think Becky was a bigger reaction. So I think it did make sense to have Becky finish the night. If you had Cena do the biggest heel turn in history, you can't have him lose straight away. I agree, Mark. I do think that is a great shout. That's why I like having you in the chat. You always throw ideas I probably didn't think of. Cena as a heel, as a champion, I mean, winning the 17th title on the biggest stage does make so much sense. Even as a heel, it could work, and I think it probably will be the route they go down. I would prefer to see Cena sort of work a little bit harder, unless you have The Rock screw Cody Rhodes. If you have The Rock screw Cody, you could potentially be setting up WrestleMania for next year, or even SummerSlam, depending on one, The Rock's schedule, and two, what he's able to get insured for. Michael's agreeing with Mark on that one. Yeah, like I said, Mark may always make some great points. That's why I like having him in. So the next, that one before we go, Cena could literally do the Brock Lesnar thing and have Cena not even show up for a while. Everyone get desperate to get it off him. Yeah. Chad Gable dressing up as other wrestlers every week. I mean, we've had quite a few wrestlers do that. We had Curtis Axel do it. We've had the Big Show do it. We've had a few down the line over the years. And Big Show as the Hookster, I think it was, or Showster. I think that was a brilliant gimmick. Coming out to Real American, really funny. And he went up against Kurt Angle, I think. The next match on the card, which I think we know is going to happen, but we just need to get that story together, is Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. These two, I do think this will be a brilliant match. Randy Orton can put on great matches when he does try, and Kevin Owens, we know, can put on good matches. Look at the 5-star match he had against Sami Zayn, Elimination Chamber last week. This one, it's going to, I think this one you could do a stipulation. It might be Last Man Standing, it might be Hell in a Cell, it might be just a steel cage match. But I think that this one should have a stipulation, give them a bit more freedom, give them a lot more time to really tell this story of Kevin Owens being this despicable heel. Maybe even throughout the match, look for that package pile driver all the way through it. And Michael's saying that KO should win. I think he should win with a package pile driver. All match, Kevin Owens is looking for that package pile driver, trying to hit Randy Orton with it. Randy keeps countering, and at the end, yeah, I don't think it should be a stunner because that's too flashy. As a babyface, it works. As a heel, which Kevin Owens is at the minute, I think that is the better way to go. Jack saying with SummerSlam near where he's from, is a fellow masshole, but it's close enough. Bet Cena wins there. Lives from the Garden State, so I see you winning there too. Yeah, you'll have to pop back next week maybe to see who I have Liv going up against. Mark saying no holds barred this way it protects Orton's body and KO can Gary's comeuppance. Yeah, I think Kevin Owens is going to be winning this one, but using the no holds barred stipulation does give both guys a lot of flexibility. Randy doesn't have to take too many solid bumps, which is good for him, especially with his back, neck, shoulders, and his age. But yeah, I do think this is definitely going to be on there. Should hopefully join me for that one. No more badges. Well, if you want, you send me some ideas of women's matches that you think we could see at WrestleMania, and I'll put them together as well. I mean, Jack, you would love to get in the ring and have a wrestle with Liv, I presume, but with that, I don't think I'll see you appearing at WrestleMania. And like I said, keep your eye out for next week. And yeah, with that one, I think this match could be a very good night 2 match because it does have a long story for it, and going further down the line, you could have a rematch. I don't think you will. I don't think you should, because this should be the be-all, end-all match for Kevin Owens, trying to get the revenge on Randy Orton. Wonder where Sami Zayn will fit in. I haven't got there yet, but I have got other matches that I haven't actually got on this list. So inside Chad Gable's box is a time machine. I mean, spot on, but AJ Lee might do better. I mean, yeah, I know that, Jack. So before we go any further, we've got 3 matches done. I've got another 5, but let's have a nips game. Why not? We've got 8 people in the chat. We can have some good guesses. So Jack Staten Island Princess. Yeah. What's with this Gable thing? He's been sort of... I think he went supposedly to Mexico and was speaking to someone who wanted to become the best luchador ever. It's quite comical, quite crazy, but quite fun as well. So the first person I will bring on is, can you guess who these nipples are? It is one that has been in WWE, has worked elsewhere, but let me swap that over. There we go. So whose nipples are those? They've released Staten Island Princess. Yeah, really, this isn't a tiny card now that we're getting 4-match pay-per-views. I mean, I don't think WrestleMania will be, don't worry. Isn't AJ from Jersey too? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that was wondering about the comments. Okay. Jack's gone straight in with Sheamus. It's not Sheamus. It's not Jericho. Sam's supposedly been working on the pecs and can report they're not his. Yeah, I mean, they're better pecs. Don't worry, Jack. Don't worry, Sam. So keep guessing. Who do we think? Sam's gone Gunther. It's not Gunther. Keep going. It's not Gilbert. I can see where you're going. It's not Copeland. Keep guessing. Keep guessing. I ain't going to tell you how many guesses you can have. We're going to keep going until someone gets it right. So they have been in WWE, TNA, AEW, Ring of Honor. Yours are pretty snazzy. I bet they are. I bet they are. It's not Ludwig Kaiser. It's not Colin Delaney. It's not Rey Mysterio. It's not Dean Malenko. It's not Punk. Good guesses. Keep coming. Keep them coming. There's plenty of people that it could be, but there is only one it can be. I've seen them. I mean, if you've been going to the gym lately, I don't know. It's not Brian. Ooh, who is it? Exactly, Sam. Exactly. Keep guessing. Let's have a look. Keep the guesses coming. It's not Daniels. It's not Sting. Good guess, Daz. Let's have a look. Here's any other clues I can give you. Singer's a great shout, but it's not Sting. It's not Raven. Again, another good shout, Mark. I think Raven's got a hell of a lot of chest titles, though. It's not Luger. After seeing what Luger was doing with DDP Yoga, it would have been a good thing to use him. Let's have a look. So, multiple champion in TNA, multiple champion in WWE. So there is loads of people. Might sound dumb, but Big Show, it's not the Big Show. It's not a dumb man, not a dumb guess. Every guess is a good guess. It's not Bret Hart. It's not Samoa Joe, unless there's another Joe. But yeah, definitely not named Joe. Keep the guesses going. Hendry. No, it's not Joe Hendry. Not AJ Styles. Let's have a look. Zack Ryder. Again, another good shout, very pasty guy, but it's not Zack Ryder. Did I say in AEW? They have worked in AEW. There wasn't a champion in AEW. Want to say Kurt Angle, but it was never in AEW. No, he wasn't. So it's definitely not Kurt Angle. Is there anything else I can do? Samoa Joe. Nope. Not Jeff Jarrett. Good guesses again. Keep them coming. Who's been the? Who would I say has been the closest so far? I think kind of Jeff Jarrett, Zack Ryder. You sort of on the mark there. Oh, we've got a winner. I couldn't say yes to you, Mark, because you only put Heidi. You didn't put the actual. I actually did hide the tattoo behind myself because that would have given it a little bit away for you. So it was the charismatic enigma. It was Jeff Hardy. It was. I mean, you could use Brother Nero. You could have said Willow. So yeah, well done, Michael. Well done, dude. Pre-show is on now. See Sam's interview with Jeff and Matt over on WrestleSphere. Yep, go check it out. WrestleSphere have got some great interviews lately. I mean, Soundsphere have done Nicole Kidman. That is how sort of a big game they play. Interviewing Nicole Kidman, just because you can. Why not? Jack had a cat called Willow. Cool. Dom's that one. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure who it was, but I thought it might have been you. So back to the WrestleMania card. I think this is a dead set. Screen sphere, sorry. Not sound sphere, screen sphere. Paul Walter Hausner is on the pre-show. Cool. I might have to check it out after I finish. But yeah, Damien Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I think this is where they are going. Drew is obviously being a very, very good heel. And I do think that this is a match where, again, both guys could do with the big win. I do think you should give it to Priest. Priest has really come into his own over the past couple of years. I think part of that is obviously the Judgment Day, and with that, after Judgment Day, going solo as the Terror Twins with Rhea, I think that has really helped. One, his confidence, and two, his work and his work rate. First, it was off, then it was on, then it was off, then it was on. So Sam has his cut out for me with Spheres these days. Good fun, yeah. This would be epic, yeah. SmackDown was great. I don't know you can put SmackDown was great on one sentence. So you'd have to type two separate messages, Sam. But yeah, Damien Priest versus Drew McIntyre. I'd want Drew to come out to his original theme, Broken Dreams, or win the match and then Broken Dreams starts playing as a bit of a taunt to Damien Priest. I think they give the win to Priest, but I'd give it to Drew. I think it all depends. What are you going to do with him afterwards? If you are going to put Priest into the title picture, maybe even against Jey Uso, you give Priest the win. Same with Drew. Give Drew the win, put him into the main event scene again. Because I think that way both of them will be elevated. Drew needs to win this. Do you think? I think both of them technically need to win this to build their story for later on in the year. I wouldn't be disappointed with either guy winning, but I do think that if I had to, and you had a gun to my head, I would say you do give the win to Drew at WrestleMania. But I do think Damien Priest again deserves the win. He can need his win back as Priest pinned him last Mania. And I think again that's a great story you could tell is Drew being the badass heel that he can be, comes out and basically says that you cost me my WrestleMania match and my moment last year. Priest felt like the odd man out at the chamber. I mean, out of all of the people in the chamber, Priest and Logan Paul just felt a little bit below the level of everyone else in there. Yeah, as great as he is, which he is, especially over the past sort of year, like I said, he's really upped his game in terms of mic work and in terms of in-ring work, but he was always very good. Punishment Martinez is still a great performer, back outside of the WWE sort of sphere. Priest should have been the first man pinned. Yeah, I wanted Drew to win it. I did want Drew to win. Michael wants Money to win and Lights Go Out. She gets hit by a Shannon Withers, maybe even the shiniest wizard. Ooh, that is an interesting statement, Michael. I will have to watch the show now, tomorrow. Sam thinks Logan's great, not a fan of him as a human, but as a wrestler, no complaints. I agree. When he first came into WWE, I was a little bit skeptical, but now I can honestly say I am a big fan. And again, as a wrestler, not as a human being. The next match that I've got is one that I think, if we don't get this year, is a dead set for probably next year's WrestleMania. And that is Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. Now, with these two, if you can have The Rock and Roman going up against each other, which I know probably you won't get this year, you could put this match on as a sort of bloodline rules match. Because WWE supposedly have got another couple of members of the Anoa'i dynasty bloodline, whatever you want to call it, already signed. One of them, Hikuleo, and I can't remember for the life of me the name of the other one. Does Raw start early tomorrow? As far as I know, it starts at midnight UK time. Don't know much about him outside of WWE. Sam talking about Logan Paul, don't hate him, not a fan of his politics. Try to keep that out of your wrestling for the sake of sanity. Yeah, I agree. That's the one. Thank you. Zilla Fatu. Yeah. So again, another member of the bloodline, another member of the Samoan dynasty could show up. Maybe help get Jacob Fatu the win. Maybe show up even before then to add a little bit of uncertainty into going into this match. I just love that photo of Jacob. The eyebrows with the slits in them just give him such a menacing look for me. Prince Ali, how are you doing? Just got done finishing a 30-minute video of Cena destroying people. Is it hot take Cena would have destroyed Stone Cold on the mic? I don't think it's a hot take. I think everyone knows how good John Cena was on the microphone. Look at the promo he cut against Roman Reigns when Roman was technically a bit of the face, but saying it's a promo, kid, you're going to have to learn how to do this. Hikuleo's at the Performance Center, or however he spells it. Yeah, I know. It's someone that I think, again, maybe in a year or two down the line, you could go back to a full Bloodline tag team, which would be amazing. Can we have one Bloodline versus Bloodline match where it's no interference? I mean, we could. I don't know if it'd be any fun, but it could. We could. Need to see W tomorrow after I get home from the GP. Yeah, I'll need to watch it tomorrow, I think. If it's starting at probably midnight, I think, won't it be? Yeah. Lance can get involved as well. Yeah, why not? Just throw everyone in there. You already said that. No worries, dude. You don't have to worry. But yeah, I mean, Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu easily needs to win on this one. I think he could be a potential world champion further down the line. A lot more than Solo could be. And this is where I think you need to give the win to Jacob Fatu. The build to Rock versus Roman at New Orleans needs to start too. Could you see that start at WrestleMania? Do you think? Would you like that? As I say, no, Kenny wins and Ospreay. Yeah, I think both of them you'd expect them to win, wouldn't you? So the next match is one of the start of a multi-man match. But when I say multi-man, I am talking about tag team. So DIY versus Motor City Machine Guns. There was too much to write on there, so I just put the initials in. It made it a lot easier. With that one, again, both teams are incredible to sit and watch. So this one could be a very solid match. Opener for night 2, Mark Cena. I think that's a great shout. It could be another couple of teams added in there. Maybe something like the Street Profits. And I don't know who else, but you could have another one. So you could have a 4-team match. I think it could work. I think it would be very exciting. The reason I only picked these two is because I wasn't sure which way to go. I would probably have the Motor City Machine Guns win this one. What do you guys think? If you was to add another couple of teams in, who else would you add into this one? Just add the Profits, no one else. Pretty Deadly should not be anywhere near Mania. I don't know. That was the other team that I was thinking of, but I wasn't 100% sure whether to go for it. Michael saying, is it wrong I want Brody King to beat Okada tonight? I think he deserves it. Yeah, I think Brody King's fantastic. Just at the Profits, yeah. They are so bad. I don't think they're bad. I don't think they're bad at all. I think their gimmick is very, very direct of it's cheese, but it's bad cheese. Michael's throwing in an idea in there. Ladder match, DIY, Motor City, Street Profits, Pretty Deadly, Legado del Fantasma. Again, I wouldn't be mad at that. I would quite enjoy that. Let's have a look. What else did I miss? Sam saying, don't say Finn and push in the same sentence to her. She'll get ideas. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Jesse's saying we need to talk about Finn Balor. I mean, we can do if you really want, but I don't think he should be involved in this match. So I'm not going to do it yet. Michael's thinking the ladder match is the IC title match. Yeah, I think that's where we could end up, and I'm going to get to there at some point. So turned off Collision and Frustration. No, thank you. I have better things to do with yourself. I mean, yeah, I don't blame you. So the next, well, I'm going to save the last two matches because that's going to create a lot of discussion. But I am going to, not that one, that one. We are going to have another game of nips. So this one, again, same thing as before. Who do you think those nipples are? AW is turning into paint drying. It wouldn't surprise me if it actually gets cancelled at some point, Collision, because it just doesn't seem to be doing anything. So get your votes in. Who do you think those are? James Rat? No, it's not the Great Carl Lee. Pointless squatch BS every week. Sick of it. Massive AW fan. Criticising them because you care. Yeah. Actually like Starboy Charlie that was in the Ops match. He wrestles on the Indies, but he's nobody as of right now. Rampage was there, yeah. Batista the Bond Star. Daz. Very, very quickly. Wrong one. I mean, if I'd have gone lower, you'd have been able to tell straight away. And I mean, if I said to you, that is a model action figure, how incredibly detailed is that? He said Randy. I mean, yeah. Yeah. I'm not going to give him the 100% clean win on that one because it wasn't Mike Knox. Yeah, Daz, you're not getting the 100% clean win on that one. But you could get the clean win on the quiz because we're not very far away from that starting. Oh, yeah. Never been good at impressions. Yes, I've already said it, Mark. I apologise. Yeah, no win on that one. Let me close that one down. I'm going to see if I can find someone else quickly. Who shall I go for? That one. Yeah, I found someone. Share screen. That one. There we go. Nice and quick. There you go. Who is that one then? Do I mean Randy Savage? I bet you do. If anyone has a cough, they could do a mean Savage. Even if I had a good cough, I couldn't. I'll give you that one, Mark. And Michael and Jack. I thought that was a bit harder. But yeah, it was moving. Tell you what, let's scrap them. Let's get back to the IC title match. Because that, to me, you could add an extra one or two people in there. Maybe Finn Balor. And is there anyone else that you think could go into that match? Dirty Dom, AJ Styles, Logan Paul, Sheamus, and Bron Breakker. Put Finn Balor in there. Put Penta in there. How incredible would that match be? Something's cooking with Balor. Want to know why the Royal Rumbles where Taker beat him up? Watched yesterday? Okay. Sam's debating doing a stream about Evolve this week. If you have a free evening. I mean, you can still do one. You don't even have to have a properly free evening. You can just do a quick one. Ahmed Card in the bank. Rhea to punish Dom. Could be. Sheamus should finally win. If you've got Penta in the match and Finn Balor, would you give it to Sheamus still? Because I don't know. Would you not want to make it a bigger moment of Sheamus winning? Taking it one on one off someone, I think, would be better. Yes, for the pop. Okay, I'll go with that. Sheamus winning would, I think, get the pop. But even if you don't put the title on someone like Penta at WrestleMania, imagine the stuff that he could do, especially if you've got Rey Fenix joining as well. Them two together would be incredible to watch. Triple H would give them a lot more free reign, I think, than previous regimes. So it would be an incredible match to watch. Logan Paul, absolutely great high flyer for when he needs to be. Dirty Dom, exactly the same. AJ Styles can still go as well. So to me, you have got potential of 4, 5 people in there with the high flying credibility to make it a great ladder match. Mark saying that Penta's match at Mania could be a tag with his brother. Okay then. So if you're saying that, who would you put them up against? Sam saying Dynamite's often great. Don't get TK's obsession with squash matches. I think it's just to get people on cards. I don't think it does anything. Think you wait to make Penta a singles champ. You put him in the tag ladder match I was talking about. I think if you are going to have Rey Fenix appear, I think you save him, but don't put him in this match. I don't think you have him on the WrestleMania card. I think you could save him until Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. Finn versus Dom, good shout. Pete Dunne, Ludwig Kaiser. How are you doing, dude? Sending much loves. Did speak to Emma earlier on about a couple of bits, but I mean, she'd probably filled you in already. No one looks as beautiful as Dom Smith. I know. I've even got a 3D printed image of him just sat at the side of my desk that I keep looking at. I mean, it is all of us. Just, well, I just go to that one. There we go. Look at that face. All I do is just sit here and I just slowly stroke him. Go, he. Keep the face done with the white six. He's got to at the minute. He's got to. Miss you, Dom. Yeah. I miss his face. Yeah, we all miss you, dude. You'll have to come on on a stream with us one night. But yeah, I think with that match, Sheamus should get the win. You could add Penta in there. You could add a few other people in there to really ramp that excitement level up, which would be great fun. How much sex appeal in one pick? I mean, yeah. Got my nose piece. Looks great. I've had it pieced for ages. Let's have a look. You can't really see it on there, but I've had that pieced about 4 years. 3 years. Love that picture. Need one with all your signatures. I mean, we can see if we can arrange that one. Auto mod going crazy. Okay. So, the last match that I have got, which I know everyone is going to be either totally for it or totally against it. I think this again could be a huge match. It is. I've normally got a ring on it. That's the difference normally. So, yeah, because it is a bigger sort of stud on the end instead of a ring, you'll go back and look at most of my streams. It is a ring. So the last match that I have got for tonight, or for WrestleMania, is which layout did I have? No, it's not that one. That one. Let me get the right layout. I can't remember which one it was. Wasn't that one? That one. That'll do. CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Notive versus Charlotte and Bianca versus Leo. I did say at the start, this is just for the men's, and I will be doing the women's next week. That's the battle for the men's hair dye. Punk's not a jack, but I'm a king and Seth is a joker. I mean, I just had to pick something else because I couldn't do king, jack, and queen, could I? Although Seth would technically work as the queen because of his outfits. More stuff coming to Wrestle and Screen 3 this week. Dom being out of the loop, back on it as of tomorrow. But yeah, with that, I think that's the way that I would go. You've got three huge people in there, all want to be top dog. And if they do want to be top dog, they will have to fight for it. This is overbooked with Roman. I think the cage match is up as this. It could do. That's obviously tomorrow night. Cage match, Seth and Punk. Which I think, again, will be a solid match. But could you possibly see some interference from Roman? The match gets thrown out or something along them lines? I don't know. That's the only reason I've put this one in, is if you have a screwy finish to the steel cage match, where do you put Roman on the card then? Sam is thinking it's just Roman versus Seth. So if that's the case, where would you put Punk? What match would you have Punk in? Because there's no way he's going to be left off the WrestleMania card, I don't think. Don't think we get a winner for the cage. Don't think Roman breaks the cage. Yeah. And that's where I think you can have Roman added into this feud for the WrestleMania. In his hometown, in his home in Chicago, yeah. But it's a great run up to WrestleMania. It's a great road to WrestleMania because there is so many twists and turns that can happen, could happen, and potentially will happen. It means matches like this a year ago we probably wouldn't have booked, but now we are. That's why he'd leave Punk. I mean, why not? I think Punk is, out of the three of them, the one that could probably still take a loss and then go straight into main event matches, and I don't think the fans would be too annoyed. I think Punk ties inserting himself into the main event, tries inserting himself into the main event. Okay. So you would have him added into Cody and John, Cody Rhodes and John Cena. That could partly be the favour that CM Punk has got. Could he say to Paul Heyman, you know you owe me a favour, get me that main event spot? Cena wins, Punk goes after him at Backlash, yeah. Just made a brew. Is it by any chance jam on toast? Maybe the winner of this match faces Cody in the bald cap? Yeah. Off to bed. Okay. Is that an invite? I hope. But no, nighttime, bro. Okay, I'll let you off then. It's too late. It's not too late for a jam on toast. So with that, what we are going to do is we are going to start our quiz. So if you haven't already, I will run through what is going to happen. Is you can grab another device that you are not watching us on, and we will have a quiz where you can join in with your phones. So if I put on the chat, if you go to Kahoot.it, yep. So if you need to, you can scan the QR code right at the top, which is just there. Once you've scanned it, it will ask for a name, and just put a name that we will recognise on the stream. So if it was Sam, you'd put Sam. If it was Mark, you'd put Mark LFC or something like that. That way we know exactly who it is. Once we're in and we've got 5 or 6 people in, we shall start the quiz. It is nice and simple. It's 20 questions. There is a good chunk of John Cena stuff because of how big that turn was. We've got Phil, we've got Sam, we've got Mark. See, look at how easy it is to join. Who else are we getting in? So I've got Mark. Who else are we going to have in? Michael, are you joining? You joining, Dom? Get yourself in quickly while we're waiting. Cody comes back, fights Punk, wins. Money in the Bank, Cody regains the belt. Cena turns face. Punk turns heel. There's your next program. That's a good shout. That could work. So again, if you are watching, scan the QR code or go to Kahoot.it. Pop that game pin in, and then it will allow you to pick your name, pick your little icon. So Sam's gone for the skull with flowers. Bill has got the tiger headset, and Mark is the barbarian. So come on, we're going to have another minute or two. Allow everyone else to come in. Sam is saying he's got a rather good track record with this stuff. We shall see. Mark at the minute is the current champion of the quiz, so it will basically be, can you beat him? There we go. We've got Daz in. Going to drag race Cena 17 now. He should win it in Boston for Saturday night's main event. That says for these quizzes. Okay, then. Let's see. So I'm just going to give it another 30 seconds. We've got 4 in, so we can have a good bit of back and forth. Some of them are a little bit easier than others this time, I think. But I do try and make it where it's not going to be everyone's getting points every single question. And some of them is a little bit of lateral thinking on the guesses. So we have got Daz in, we've got Phil, we've got Sam, we've got Mark. Are we having anyone else join? We've got another 10 seconds before we're going to hit the start button. That talk of jam on toast makes you want some. Well, go grab some. Okay. So here we go. If you haven't, get yourselves in as quick as you can, because we are starting Kahoot. And it is the WWE 6th one I've done. So question number 1. How many matches at WrestleMania has John Cena been in? Nice and simple way to start. As you can see at the bottom, you can see the game pin if you do need to join at last minute. So starting off, he has been in 16 matches. He has won 10 and lost 6 of them. 3 people got right, so 3 people straight off the mark. And who is that? Mark. Oh, starting off bad. But plenty of time to turn it around. We're only first one. John Cena faced Omega in a match at the 07 Royal Rumble. What was that stipulation? Click the right answer. That's all you need to do. And the right answer was a last man standing match. They did have a street fight, but it was on Monday Night Raw. So who's got a 2-answer streak? So Phil, 2 answers in a row, back to back. Max jumped straight up into second place. See how quickly it can change. Next question. Who was the last ECW champion in WWECW when it was under the WWE banner? I put RVD in there because he was obviously the first one under the WWECW banner, but who was the last? It was Ezekiel Jackson. I think a lot of people would think it was Bobby Lashley because of the Extreme Elimination Chamber. So has anyone got a 3-peat? No. So Mark, 2 answers in a row, back to back. That's jumped him straight from bottom all the way up to top. Sam at the bottom, as usual. Next question. Here we go. In what year did John Cena make his Royal Rumble debut? How far back was it? Was it all the way back in 2002 or was it 2005? It was actually 2003. He came in, I think it was number 21, 24 off the top of my head. Didn't go in any eliminations. There we go. Phil jumping back up. Sam getting some more points. Only 5 points behind Daz, so all can change on this next question. There we go. Question number 5. Which wrestler has this tattoo? Nice and simple. Which wrestler has got that tattooed on their body? Of course, it was Wade Barrett. Batista. Completely different style. But again, look, Sam jumping up into 3rd place. Daz, you'll get the next one right. Sam gets it wrong. You'll jump straight back ahead. Don't worry about that. True or false? Nice and simple. John Cena has more Royal Rumble appearances than The Undertaker. If you're not sure, it is 50-50. 50% of you got it right. Let's see who. There we go. Look at how quickly that leaderboard changes. Mark now back up to the top. Daz in 3rd place. Coming up off the bottom. Sam down at bottom again. Look at how quickly it can change. Next question. How many times has John Cena been on the top of the PWI 500? Do you think he's been there? He has actually been on the top 3 separate times, which I was very surprised at myself. There we go. Sam, the only one to get that one right. So he's jumped straight back up into 3rd place. If you get the next one right, Sam, you could go into the lead. So, next question. The real name of Pac is Benjamin Satterley. Is it true? Is it false? Again, nice and easy, 50-50 on 50-50 if you're not sure, but 3 people have you got it right. So, who's jumping up? Look at that. Sam was at the bottom 2 questions ago. He's now up into 2nd place, only 600 points behind Phil. Mark's dropped down slowly. Whoa. That is his real name. Next question. How many times has John Cena held tag team gold? They go 4 separate times. Who put 1? Let's have a look. It was Daz. Sam, 3 answers in a row. Nice little streak you've got going on. Halfway through, 50% of the way through. What's this question? True or false? John Cena won the World Championship on his WrestleMania debut. How are you doing, Asen? Yes, we are. We are doing a Kahoot trivia quiz on wrestling. So, if you joined earlier, you would have been able to sort of jump in and of the screen, so you can just see at the bottom there. If you go to the website, you might be able to join and get some points on and catch up, see how you do. So it wasn't the World Championship. It was the United States Championship against the Big Show at WrestleMania 20. So Sam, 4 questions in a row. Hot streak. Phil still just keeping ahead of you, Sam. Chase him down. Mark, again, only 111 points behind you, so it's a very tight one. Cena's debut, he did that rap, he did. So, Hollywood, Florida. Which wrestler is billed from Hollywood, Florida? It is Nick Nemeth or Dolph Ziggler, as you probably well know him. The Miz isn't. So, Phil, 4 in a row. Mark again jumped back up. Sam's dropped down. Next question. Which wrestler appeared in the game Saints Row 4? This absolutely blew my mind. Are we ready for Revolution? It's on now. Is it the pre-show, I think, at the minute, or is it actually the main card already? So, Rowdy Roddy Piper was a playable character in Saints Row 4. How mad is that? I didn't actually know, but out of all of them, I would have said Bobby Lashley myself, which was nuts. So, who got that one right? The game journalist didn't get the game in one right. Sorry, Sam. So, Phil pulling away. There we go. John Cena got awarded Match of the Year by the Wrestling Observer newsletter in 2011. Is that true or false? It's on the pre-show. Yeah, I thought it might have been. Just nope. I've got the microphone. I have got the power. Pre-show still. Yeah, not a problem. Cheers, Daz. Yes. And it obviously was against CM Punk. So Phil, 6 correct answers in a row. Nice streak, dude. Is someone going to chase you down? Is that streak going to end? There we go. This one should be quite easy for a lot of people. How many people did Kane eliminate in the 2001 Royal Rumble? It was 11. He held the record until Brock Lesnar took the title off him. So Phil and Max slowly starting to pull away from Sam and Daz at the minute, but still 5 questions, or anything can change. So where was the 20th edition of WrestleMania held? And I've spelt it wrong, I apologise. What arena was it? It was Madison Square Garden. WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 10 and 20, it was all from Madison Square Garden. 8 questions in a row, Phil. That is crazy. Daz chasing Sam down. Not very many questions left, so he could knock Sam into 4th place off the table. And again, which wrestler is being blocked out here? Phil, stay off Google. Yeah. So who is that one? It was Orlando Jordan, part of the Cabinet, which was JBL's faction. So Daz jumping up, taking Sam down. So Phil, 9 questions in a row, right? Almost half of them in a row. What year was the Greatest Royal Rumble show held in Saudi Arabia? How long ago was it? Can you remember? So it was 2018. That was the very first Saudi show that was a PLE/pay-per-view, whichever you want to call it. And Mark was the only one to get it. Not many questions left. Could Mark be up to top dog, take Phil down? Who has held the Women's NXT Championship for the longest time in total? Who has the longest combined reigns? It is Shayna Baszler. Oscar held the longest time for up until Shayna Baszler taking over. Oh, this is going to be very tight at the bottom. There is only 49 points between Daz and Sam. Who's going to steal that 3rd bronze medal position? How long was The Undertaker's longest entrance? So was it? Oh, that split everyone. Everyone was unsure. So the longest one was 7 minutes and 4 seconds. Oh, got it. Oh, Mark. I don't know if you'll get the next one right, if you could win. But there could definitely be some change at the bottom of the table. So let's see who gets it. Which of these was a 5.5 star match by Meltzer? There's 4 iconic matches, and no one got it. There is only one 5-star match on there, which is John Cena versus AJ Styles, Randy Savage versus Ricky Steamboat, and Bret Hart versus Owen Hart. Neither of them got 5 stars, which blew my mind as well. But Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano was a 5.5 star rated match. Here we go. So 3rd place, it is Daz, knocking Sam off. Mark in 2nd place, but our new Gimme a Hullywood Dan quiz champion, it is Phil. Well done, Phil, dude. Congratulations. There we go. We've got a new champion. I should do a reaction video. Shock surprise. Oh my god. We've got a new champion. But that is me and the quiz and the men's WrestleMania predictions card for this year done. Phil, be honest, you used Google, didn't you? Jokes, well, yeah. Well in, Phil, yeah. Congratulations, dude. Hope you enjoyed it. And I hope everyone has had a great evening. If I don't see you soon, I will see you tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw. Have a good week if you don't get to join me. And if you don't, I shall see you then. See you later, guys.
It's Gangrel, the Vampire Warrior. Hello and welcome to Gimme a Hole Yeah podcast. I hope everyone in Yorkshire and beyond is having an awesome day. Keep fanging and banging.